We're here today with the guys from Zee Clothing. You guys just want to introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Zee. I'm from Atlanta. Just graduated from Emory.
I'm David. I'm also from Atlanta. Still in school at UNC Chapel Hill. Best friends with Zee, business partners as well.
And how long has the company been going?
About a year that we've been selling products, but the idea came apart about two years ago here in New York City, actually.
How'd you get the idea in New York?
What's that?
How'd you get the idea in New York?
Yeah, Zee and I were actually taking a 60-block walk through the city.
Yeah.
Didn't actually mean to do that. We just got carried away, got to thinking, and we were talking about. We were looking around and noticing, who has influence and what that influence was doing in this world. And we were walking through the financial district, seeing these big lights, these big investment banks, and we wanted to set something up that we could be proud of and make a traditional business a good business. And we wanted to show that we could create value and do that at no one's expense. And so it was more of a reaction to what we call CSR campaigns. That's how the idea came about. Funny you mentioned that right now. I just got off the phone with advisors this morning. I dropped out of school for the semester. We're working full time on Zee. I'll still graduate on time, but it's definitely been both of our focus.
And I mean, while in school, it was different, right? It was fun. We were getting things going. There was still that buffer, of all right, well, I gotta do a little classwork, I gotta do a little social time, and I got some business also. But now, now we're giving this 100%, each, and gonna go really, really, really deep into growing the company, because we're vouching for it. We're saying we don't want to do traditional work, we don't want to go into the traditional post-grad, job force. We're gonna start our company and we're gonna make it happen.
It's the difference between walking around campus selling hats out of our backpack and sitting down at our computer all day, really getting to work. But working on it full time, working on it while we were in school, we put a ton of time into it. We've been working hard on it the whole time. But what's been consistent is that we're doing it to have fun. We're best friends that went into business together. We want to create a business that we enjoy doing, not only because we feel like we're doing good for the world, but we just have a blast doing it. We want to grow this company as friends and throw parties, and it's going to be fun. We're going to design and put out what we want to see in this world.
It's funny, we came up with the basic design for a snapback, standard snapback, but flat front bill, kind of like a fitted,
Same material as a fitted. It's what we wanted to see and hadn't really seen in the market.
So, we had this concept, we got on the internet and we found, a factory in China that was willing to produce, with our quantity, with the quantities that we wanted, within the price range that we could afford, and we just got it made and shipped over.
We got lucky. We threw the signals out to a number of different factories, and they were responsive, and they produced fucking excellent hats.
Yeah.
Excellent hats.
Yeah.
Really high quality. And so we're happy with it. We're happy with it. And we're not stopping at hats. First of all, Zee is about colors for causes. And the base of the business is about associating colors with sort of umbrella social issues and then donating proceeds from the sales to nonprofits that address those issues. And we don't put any sort of design on the hat aside from our logo. We don't put any explicit text to say what the money's going to. That's all included on the tag. We want to keep things simple, keep things tasteful. We don't really want to provide, we don't want to be obnoxious about it. And people can sort of subtly and outwardly associate with the causes that they clearly support.
We want to make,
that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like you said, we want to make good cool, So the focus is not on necessarily, expressing blatantly your affiliation with the cause, through our products, you know. But it's about being subtle, being able to show your association, but keeping it simple, keeping it cool, keeping it fresh, you know. We know the industry doesn't like, you know, crazy stuff going on all the time with products, you know, so why not just make simple products that people like, functional, and enjoy wearing, and, you know, on the back end they have some meaning, you know.
They got to be functional. They got to not only promote but fit into a certain type of lifestyle, you know, a healthy, active, social lifestyle. You know, when I say healthy, I don't mean like, you know, the traditional definition of healthy. Like, you know, we'll produce the pint glasses. We want to encourage things that are emotionally healthy, we think. So, you know, look out for collaborations with T-shirts and, you know, potentially even bike helmets we're working on today. And we got some fun stuff in the pipeline. Very fun stuff, and it's all going to be with the Colors for Causes theme. Colors for Causes is, you know, for the consumer, it's a way to identify with the cause that they care about, or potentially wear a colored hat that they like, or wear a colored product that they like, and, you know, maybe inadvertently support the cause. But what we wanted to do, and the reason we care so much, we both have experience in the nonprofit sector. Yeah, I came from a purely social sector background. Zee's dabbled in it alongside some of his other projects, and we wanted to create a revenue stream for some of these nonprofits that was consistent, that was sustainable, and, you know, something that they didn't have to worry about. Like, they need to focus on doing their service and doing their advocacy, and they do that because that's what they're best at. If we can provide them a stream of funding to help them out without them having to worry about fundraising for their efforts, you know, that makes their services way more effective, and that's our goal.
So we participated in Yossi's Trim the Waste of Fashion, which is a social innovation competition with the focus on how to reduce waste in the apparel industry. So there were, you know, a number of teams that submitted, you know, essentially applications, video applications. 10 were selected. Next round, you know, where we presented, you know, what is Zee, who are we? The next round, another 6 teams where we kind of gave our perspective on the industry in terms of waste reduction. And then the final round, which were 2 teams, us and another team based out of Kent, Ohio, you know, was our solution. Our solution is See Endless, which David will talk about in a second. And then, you know, we came out and we were able to win the competition. And so for the next 100 days, we'll be working with Yossi, mentors, advisors provided by them, along with a little bit of cash that's given to us to try to, you know, implement, you know, Zee's mission and See Endless and a number of other objectives.
It's not about the one-way waste stream. It's about creating a cycle, you know, replicating nature within an industrial cycle. And so our idea fit into that. It was essentially a library system for clothing, you know, something that's very exciting, and, you know, you can trade out colors for colors, and it's an endless wardrobe, and we ended up calling it Endless. So that was a lot of fun for us, and, you know, that's where Zee is heading as a brand. Like, we want to be able to experiment, you know, throw these ideas out there and implement what works.
And so moving forward, you know, we have a number of campaigns that we'll be releasing, you know, with Yossi, as well as internally. You know, we're working on a lot of music stuff that the Soletron audience will be very interested in. You know, putting out a mixtape with, you know, some of the top college acts around the country, along with a few headliners. You know, we're following that up with a live music tour that, you know, we'll keep the Soletron audience in tune with, and just a lot of fun things. You know, product releases that are coming out. You know, we're working on some T-shirts, which I think everyone will enjoy. Really sick T-shirts and some other products. But, you know, it's all work in progress, and we're grinding hard. You know, so we'll make it worth everyone's time.
With these T-shirts and future products, we will continue to focus on simplicity and design. Like, we're all about functionality and simplicity, and, you know, we'll almost never have designs on our products. We're going to stick with the two-tone colorway. That's what's recognizably Zee. And when we say simple and functional, like that, functional in design is classic, and that's what's going to last. And our products need to last as a part of my interest in supply chains and environmental sustainability, but also just because for sort of emotional sustainability, emotional durability. Like we'll enjoy products more when you get to use them and they don't break and they don't wear. It's going to be a lot of fun. So these T-shirts, we're really putting a lot into the material. They're going to be comfortable, to say the least, and you'll see a pocket on there, and that's functional. I don't have to carry pencils in my ear anymore. I can just put them in my pocket. But we'll eventually we'll have couches and grills and pint glasses. It's going to be cool. We'll have a good time with this.
This is Zee and David from Zee. Shout out to Soletron for supporting the movement, and we'll be in touch with the family soon.
Love what you guys are doing. Talk to you later.
Who that?